the idea of bringing to the campus a number of students, that means students about 565 or so, to a community which had never seen this before, would have taken a lot more planning than we had time for.
I knew about the housing situation and the students who were not in dorms, who were in sewing rooms and lounges, and they were very upset. And so those type of details had not been resolved before the students arrived. And they were very disappointed, because they thought they were coming to a Big Ten school with great accommodations, and found out they were being treated like second-class citizens.
All these students and folks who were non-students on the south porch of the Union waiting. And then it began to rain. Now, being good college students, good UI types, they had no sense to keep going out of the rain, so went to the South Lounge.
Then we decided that we would go to our dorm, and we were told that we couldn't because there were people outside who would hurt us or harm us, and we could hear glass breaking. I never saw any of the damages, so I don't know what happened. At that point, we stayed in the South Hall, South Lounge of the Union, and about 2 o'clock we were told it had been cleared for us to go back to our dorm, and there wouldn't be any problems, and we were marching to paddy wagons and taken to jail.
At midnight, they were arrested for trespassing, and they were carted off to the various holding places, like the Urbana Jail, the Champaign Jail, the County Jail. And there were so many arrested that they put some in the West Hall of the football stadium.
We were all there in one cell. There were about 100 females in one cell. We slept on the floor. We were allowed one phone call, and there was no way I was calling home. So my one phone call was to Ernie Westfield, who was the president of the NAACP, and told him what had happened and asked him if he could do something about getting us out of jail.
But parents were here, NAACP was here, people came from all over the state to see what had we done to these children. Oh Lord, it was awful. It was just awful. But we learned a lot. And that's the other part of, that's the other thing that happened when we had not planned properly. We made so many mistakes that with every mistake we learned something. And that's what saved us, I think.
Because of what we went through in the 60s, the students of today have a voice. But what I see is a lack of knowledge of how we came to the point where we have this voice today. And some of the students do not know of the struggle that African Americans went through during the 60s to gain the right to vote, to gain better housing, to gain good jobs. And so we had to be the ones to take up that struggle to provide a better environment for the students today.